Hello guys, BIM here, and in this tutorial we will learn about the grid lines in Revit. Grid lines are generally used to equally space the columns in your project, or they can also be helpful in locating the columns in your project. You can find the grid lines command underneath the architecture tab. Go to the datum panel and here's the grid command. GR is the shortcut for the grid lines command. Select the grid line command and move your cursor to the drawing area. Now make your first click and move on the upper side a little bit and click again. Just zoom in, you will see the name of the column grid, that is 1. Revit likes to keep things in the order, like this grid is 1, when we will make another grid that would be named as the grid 2, and the grid that would be next to that would be the grid 3. So just zoom out a little bit and let's have a good view, and now again click when you will see this temporary dimension showing over here. Just click another time and go over here. When you will see this dashed line, then make your next click. It means that these two grid lines are in line with each other. Just make another click like this. Create another grid line. You can also give the desired spacing between two grid lines, like when you will see this temporary dimension over here, just use your keyboard buttons and use the numeric keys. Like I want to provide the distance of 35 feet, type 35, hit enter, and now this grid would be at 35 feet with its preceding grid line. Just make another grid line like this and the sixth one like this. Hit escape a couple of times and now you will see that these are our grid lines that are named in accordance with the number 1 grid, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So now the next step is to create grid lines that are in a horizontal manner, as like this. Hit escape and you will see that here is the number 7th grid. So that is the problem, that Revit automatically named this grid line as 7. That is the grid that comes after the number 6th grid. So now if we will just click on this grid and click here and change this name as A. So now we have changed the name of this grid line in alphabetical order. So it means that the next coming grid that we will create will be B. So let's see how it works. Go to the architecture, grid, and create a grid like this, and you will observe that this grid name is B. That's good. Grid number C, and the last one, grid number D. So now we can see that our grids are set and good to go. Now I would like to make these grid lines equally spaced. This can be done by adding some dimensions here. Go to the annotate tab, select the align command, select the line associated with the grid 1, then with the grid 2, grid 3, grid 4, grid 5, and then the last grid here. And then just click out in the space. The step of clicking out in space is important. Without it, the dimensions will go away. Just zoom in and you will see that these are the dimensions that are being shown over here. Now let's repeat this process with the horizontal grid lines, as select the line associated with the grid line A, B, C and D. Click out in space and you will see that you guys have these dimensions over here. Just click on this EQ sign over here and your dimensions would be equally spaced between these grid lines. Just repeat this step with these dimensions. Hit escape a couple of times and select this line and hit EQ button over here. Then you will see that the dimensions have arranged themselves and now they are in equally spaced. Just to know the distance between the grid 1 and 6, again select the align command, select the number 1 grid and number 6 grid and click out on space. So you can see that this is 163 feet, and repeat the process with these grids. Select number A, number D and click out in space. You will see that this is 84 feet. You can also change it as at the instant this dimension is showing with the blue color. When an element is showing its blue color, it means that it is able to be edited. Zoom out. If you want to know the exact distance between these grid lines, just select a grid line and go to its properties. You will see that at next to the equality display option, there is equality test. Select this and use it a value, and now the value of the distance between the grid lines is showing over here. That was all about the grid lines in Revit. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Have a nice day.